now with the benefit of some space between yourself and that situation, how challenging and difficult was it for you being in a relationship with someone you cared about that was at odds with a group of friends that you care about?
Oh God, it was the one of the hardest parts of my career to date, ever. Yeah, because at the time I did love both of them, and I couldn't erase the love that I had for my team. But I also couldn't speak out. You know, I couldn't really say much, and I felt so imprisoned in that moment. And when we later spoke about it, Drake said, I wasn't worried about anything in that entire situation other than what if Nicki takes a shot? What if Nicki takes a shot at me? Then what? Like, what if Nicki spits bars at me? He said throughout the whole beef, that's the only thing he was worried about because he did, that would have been so, oh my God, just hurtful and painful for both of us. And so it was difficult to stay out of it. I was behind the scenes, of course, wishing it never happened. Even prior to it happening, I tried to stop it from happening. Literally
by speaking to Meek.
Yeah, I said, don't do that. I said, don't do that. But I think as artists, we all look back on things that we shouldn't have done. And that was one of those things that he shouldn't have done. And I told him before he did it. But he did it, and it is what it is. One thing I do know is that both Meek and Drake have moved on from that.
Yes, they have.
From the anger and all of this stuff, and we all have moved on. So.
And in fact, now we find both of them in very different points in their life.
Right.
And in Meek's situation, and I read a very interesting article in what I consider to be a great magazine the other day about Meek's situation. And it really broke down what was going on, and it filled in a lot of gaps from that writer's point of view in the research. And we find Meek in a situation where people are very much rallying around him because of what they can see as, and I'm using this term very gently, serious inconsistencies. And I wonder, for someone that you spend, a considerable part of your life with, that you obviously, you just don't stop caring about people, I don't think, but it's up to you. What your feeling is about that and
you know what? I don't want to talk about legal things, but I will say that every now and then I think about, anyway, I won't go there. I'll save some of those things for my album, and I'm also shooting a documentary. But what I will say now is that oh God. I will say that the judge in question was did everything I asked of her, and so I can't badmouth her because I met her personally, and I know what she said to us, and he knows that, and I know that, and but of course I wouldn't wish jail on anybody.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'll get into detail on that on in the documentary and possibly on the album. But what I will say is what made me shed tears the other day was his seeing his mother cry. Seeing his mother crying made me that was the first time I was like, oh my God, I can't take it. Cause she, during the relationship, was always so sweet to me. And even at the end when we kind of both knew that it was too rocky, too bad to, she always just showed me so much love. So I still care about her, so I didn't like seeing her cry the other day.